I know I should not have traded before 10 o'clock. I don't know. Let me tell you what my thinking was, okay? We had this huge downtrend and then we had this uptrend. But the way it was setting up, it was looking like low hanging fruit. So I said, if we go ahead and form a supply area, regardless when we do, I'm sure there's going to be a push out of the supply area, and I want to be involved in that push. I want to use the above the supply area for my stop, and then I want to go ahead and get in this thing at least going to VWAP. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the trade that I took on this. It was absolutely wonderful, and this is exactly what I did. I waited for this candle. We had a little fake out here, but the candle still remained red. The stop out was above this now supply area. Immediately grabbed some of the stock as it continued to break down, and I walked it all the way down to VWAP. So I was able to get in at 67, and my best exit was $1.09. So that was amazing. Now, at the moment, we had not had a demand yet. So this demand area came from yesterday's until we established one. Now, I had the right idea, but the wrong option chain. I should have chosen the 427 instead of the 426, and that oversight definitely cost me some money. But nonetheless, I'm still grateful for the trade. Now, 5 minutes later, okay, we have a demand area, and that sets us up potentially for the second trade of the day that I took directly off demand, using the break of demand as my stop out if that would have happened. Now, that was right here. Let me go ahead and show you that trade as well. Again, beautiful. We had price trading above this hammer. Okay. Wait a minute. Take two. 5 minutes later, we have a demand area that is created and sets up a potential second trade of the day directly off of this demand area, using the break of demand as your stop out. I, however, did not take this trade, but this was a beautiful trade. After demand was established, you could have taken this trade as it broke out above demand and taken it right back to supply, and that would have been a very lovely trade. Now, my second trade of the day came as the stock broke back down below supply. So I literally entered in the same area as my first trade for a repeat performance. Let me go ahead and show that trade to you as well. Okay. Now, hindsight is 2020. Something always happens at VWAP. So either there's going to be a continuation or there's going to be a reversal. So I decided to take my profits at VWAP, and I initially held a runner for a move further down, but this temporarily forming a wick right here, this bottom tail, got me, y'all, and I closed my position out only for the stock to turn around and continue downward without me. But the lesson learned in that meaning we, need to wait for the 5-minute candle to close. So once supply was established, a new supply was established. I took the trade out of supply, got out at VWAP, and I was holding this, but as this was my first move out. This was my first take profit right here as it blew through VWAP. As it started retracing and got back above VWAP is where I took this second exit for profit. Only, like I said, to have the stock turn right back around, okay? And I got a great option chain on that from 92 to the best was 109. So that was great profits on that. Only to have the stock turn right back around, guys. And you can see here, it came back to VWAP. So I was not involved with that when it did happen. I went ahead, took my profits at VWAP, okay? And that is how it went. So definitely we want to make sure that we let that 5-minute candle close. Now after this, I did not like any of the sideways action between 10:15 and 10:55. Now yes, it volleyed between support and resistance, but it was choppy. Now at 10:55, we have this beautiful hammer. Now even though it's red, okay, we then have price trading above the hammer, calling me to it like my name is Pookie. So you know what I did? I got in. Of course I did. Let me show the trade. Okay. Now this is where I got in as the stock price was trading above the green hammer. Now all I wanted to do was take profits at VWAP, but this thing blew past VWAP, and before I knew it, I had more money than I was even trying to get. So I didn't know what to do, and I'm completely glad that I scalped this 5-minute candle and got out when I did, because all of a sudden the stock pulled back, grabbing liquidity and shaking out the scared longs. Okay, whoa, that's not there. Okay, here we go. Shaking out the scared longs right here in this candle. So I'm glad that I scalped this one when I did, because on the very next one, it pulled all the way back, grabbed liquidity, and it also shook out all of the scared longs before this beautiful move back up to what was then supply. And the reason I say what was then supply, because it then went on to create a new level of supply. And that was right here. Great liquidity on the way up as well. So from this hammer all the way up past the old supply to create a new level of supply. And this brings us to my fourth winning trade, and this one is also going to be the trade of the day. And yes, believe it or not, I took the exact same setup for this put as I did for the two earlier puts, especially with all of this liquidity. And I had the feeling that if we created a new level of support, there would be some profit taking. And all I want to do is piggyback along with the shorts that would jump on as well. And this was a beautiful trade. Let me show that one to you as well. Wow. Great entry. And I started taking profits along the way. I don't even know why I got out here. My only regret is not being able to hold just a little bit longer back to demand, because it definitely went back there. But this was just absolutely wonderful. The money that was made on this was absolutely wonderful, as I went from $1.41 all the way up to $2.25. Remarkable. After that, she kept dropping, created a new low. Okay, just to show you what happened for the rest of the day. She created a new low of demand, double tap that, came up, hit that old level of demand, which is really like support now. And then it broke back down, hit it. So just really back and forth, choppy for the rest of the day. But those were the trades for today. What a day. What a Monday. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's recap of Where Were the Trades? I'm your host, coach, and teammate, Abdul Shabazz, for some Real Change Stock Options Journey. Thanking you for coming out. God bless you. Good night, and see you tomorrow, inshallah.